Yo, yo, yo. We're back, baby. I feel like I look like crap because I'm exhausted. But besides that, we got a lot of things going on today. Oh man, the Fed's going to come out and speak, and Apple has their earnings going on tonight. We just have a lot of things going on. So let's see, Gary, let's see what we got going on. All right, man. We are back. Noah, who said that? Noah. Yeah, lend the 10 G's to Geo. He'll turn it into double. That's so true. So, all right, well, let's get into it. Let's see what we got first. I want to talk about, let's see, what do I want to talk about? Well, let's talk about the Fed first, I guess. So, this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, we've had the Fed doing their little meeting that they always do. And they're going to come out and I mean, they've said it so many times. They're going to keep the rates next to, at zero basically through the end of 2023. That is, that's what they've said. I don't expect anything different. I don't know why people are starting to get so excited about this. Every time that this comes out, they say that they're expecting something different, that the Fed is not going to be dovish. That's the word that they love to use, dovish. Guys, they're going to keep the rates at zero. There's no chance that they're going to start increasing things now. I've highlighted a few things in this article. Since June, the central bank has been purchasing at least $80 billion of treasury bonds and at least $40 billion of mortgage-backed securities. So for those of you that don't think that there's any kind of manipulation going on, that's a lot of money. On top of everything else that they've been doing as far as printing money and giving it out to people, this and that. And of course, the goal is just to, keep costs or keep borrowing rates down. Let me turn this volume down a touch. Keep the borrowing costs down for consumers. And I'm going to go into the next story. We're going to start talking about housing a little bit. My goodness, the housing market has just boomed, and it's just crazy. Hi, Matt. Fed officials said that they would hold rates steady until the labor market is back into full strength and inflation has reached 2%. Nothing new. They said it a month ago. It's not going to happen. Unless something crazy happens, they are not increasing the rates until the first quarter of 2024. I just don't see them. If they did increase the rates right now, that would spook the market. Unless they want to spook the market. I mean, maybe. Who knows? We're just seeing the beginning stages of good data. So I look at it saying, if we're just seeing the beginning stages of good data, then what has the last 12 months been? If that wasn't good data. Oh, and excuse me if I sneeze a couple times. I think my allergies are driving me insane right now. I've taken Zyrtec, I've taken Flonase. Nothing's working. That's okay. All right, so here's the housing story. Wait until you see these stats. So the Case-Shiller number, I was reading a little bit about it, and of course Paul can talk to this a lot more than I can. It basically is a consensus of what the housing market is doing as far as housing sales and whatnot in the United States. So there has been an 11.9% surge for the 20-city composite. I guess they take 20 cities and They averaged them over the last 3 months. The month ending in February was up almost nearly 12%. That's insane. The annualized rate over the last 8 months, the national index was up 15.3%. So people are building, and it's not surprising. It is true that markets have gone crazy. The wealthier have gotten more wealthy. If you were on that cusp of maybe middle class, upper class, lower middle class or something, you've invested at the right time, you have more money in your pocket. So, and money is cheap right now. I just got a loan on the house that I'm buying. My loan was 2.75% locked in for 30 years, 30-year fixed at 2.75%. That's just out of this world low. Let's see. This level of appreciation is not going to, of course, it's not going to sustain itself. And here, I just noted this. They even went out of their way to write, even in Cleveland, which messed out in the 2005 boom, prices have climbed 12.5%. Yeah. That's great. All right. The hottest commodity is lumber. I talked to a lot of people that are in construction, the business, and they're saying that the lumber prices are just unbelievably high. They've tripled in the last 6 months or something, or 12 months, something like that. I know that I have a friend, he's a roofer. He's started building a lot of roofs out of metal instead of using wood because the metal's cheaper than wood right now. So, thoughts on eviction notices coming soon? They're going to delay it. Don't kid yourself. They've already delayed it twice. They're going to keep delaying it. Trust me. Here we go. Spider Home Builder ETF. This is a good one. Home builders have been interesting for me because I'm not sure quite how to analyze these things. They have such low debt. I don't know why I'm coloring on the screen so much. They have such low debt. And it doesn't make sense to me. Like when you look at a Pulte or a Lennar or something like that, everything looks so good, but the low debt I just keep thinking, why is there such low debt? That's what I'm wondering about. But that's the reason I don't invest in them. But if you look at XHB, which is the S&P ETF, it's up over 122% over the last 52 weeks. So, sweet ETF. Yeah, that's it. Then the article goes into tech. I don't know why they do that. So would you say taking as much debt as you can would be a good idea because of inflation? Adam, the way I look at it as, there's a difference between taking on a mortgage for 2.75%. I'm assuming that you mean mortgage, cars, etc. I'm assuming you don't mean credit cards, which are like 29 point some percent interest rates. I do believe in debt like that. Excuse me. I do believe in debt of mortgage, car, if you're getting a good enough interest rate. I think my interest rate on my one car that I don't have paid for is like 3.9%, something like that. The other one was too high. It was getting into the 5, so I just paid cash for that. But I just look at it saying if I can get a mortgage of 2.75, even though it's a very large amount of money, why would I know that I can beat 2.75% in the market. I know I can beat 2.75% selling options. So why would I put my money in my house, which is not really doing anything? So I don't like the term smart debt versus good versus bad debt, but it kind of is true. You have good debt and bad debt. Don't go and put tons of money on your credit card. Depends on the terms of the loan. Yeah, that's true. I pay 1.6% interest in mortgage, and stupid me was you have a 1.6% interest rate in a mortgage, Cash? My goodness. Take out a loan and buy AT&T. Well, you'll get a good dividend out of that, that's for sure. Allergies from hanging out with Stockmo's kitty cat. Man, that guy sucks. That review of him, or whatever we call it, reaction video, that was very good. I really liked that. UK versus the United States. So I just figured out all of this out this morning. Guys, smash the like button for me. I would really appreciate it. This morning, I started asking, there's a lot of people in the Bid and Ask Nation that are in the, what am I trying to say here? Oh, they live in the UK. So I was asking them about the vaccine, this and that. So I guess that half of the population in the UK has been vaccinated with at least one dose. I didn't know that. So I guess that what they're saying in the title of this article is Goldman Sachs thinks that the UK economy will grow faster than the US, and here's why. Now, I read the article previously, obviously, so I'm looking at it and saying, Captain Carr, I'm going to give you my Microsoft analysis. When I look at the UK stuff, they have been in such lockdown for such a long period of time. And I mean, compared to the United States, their lockdowns have been very strict. I mean, Simon, you're in the UK. Tell me about it. I mean, they have had some serious lockdowns. So the fact that they're going to rebound faster after they open up with being vaccinated, it only makes sense that they're going to have a better, quicker recovery. Because I mean, if there are people that are vaccinated and things are opening up simultaneously, and they're going to be opening up at larger capacities, then of course they're going to have a better recovery. It's just basic common sense. And I mean, this is where the news headlines just, if you just think a little bit about what these people are saying, never mind. All right, so early indications show a faster bounce back than expected. I would hope so for all the reasons that I previously stated. They had tough lockdowns, as I previously stated. Did I do anything else in here? No, I didn't. So the UK, I'm supposed to be going to London in October, November time, so we'll see. Maybe those of you that are in the UK, you can tell me. I think that your date is like June 15th, something like that, where the country is actually starting to quote-unquote open up. Maybe it's July. You guys give me a date. I would like to know that. I just can't remember off the top of my head. All right, let's get into some earnings. Excuse me. So Microsoft, there's a reason that I'm bringing up this Microsoft story. God, I think that's a joke from Ken Cool. All right, Microsoft beats Q3 expectations, and honestly, they crushed it on their top and bottom line. So revenue, they beat analyst expectations. Earnings per share, they beat. This cloud service that they have, beat. Personal computing, beat. What's the stock price doing now? Let's take a look. You guys ask me why I don't trade earnings. Everything's good for Microsoft, and they are down 2.25% right now. So this is why I don't trade earnings. It's a crapshoot. I mean, you have good earnings. This is what happens. You have bad earnings, you go the other way. And it comes down to what the analysts think going into the future. And you guys all pretty much know my take on analysts. They are paid by the companies to do what the company. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't like analysts. I don't think they're very astute at what they do. So, but my point of bringing this up is Microsoft is a great company. Obviously, they're doing extremely well. Don't think about what the analysts are saying going into the future. Is Microsoft overpriced? Of course it's overpriced. What tech company isn't overpriced? If you look at this run that we've had over the last 5 years, we have had 4 stocks driving this market: Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and Netflix/Facebook-ish. So those have compensated for 45% of the run that we have had over the last 5 years. It is unbelievable. That date in June is June 21st. That's the earliest date of the full lockdown exit, and it's not in concrete. It's let's see if this happens or not. Guys, smash the like button for me. Where's my like buttons are? Seth, he must be Can we get vaccinated against StockMo? Stupidity is contagious. That's for sure. Oh, let's see here. Meet Kevin said trade earnings. Sick. That's why Meet Kevin might have be doing better with the whole YouTube thing right now. But as far as trading a portfolio for an extended period of time, I would take my strategy versus Meet Kevin's all day, every day. I'm sure he's a lovely person. I mean, he seems like a really nice guy. Just, I don't know, whatever. All right. Apple earnings will blow past expectations. So Apple tonight reports earnings at 4:30. Of course, their new iPads, you could pre-order them on Friday, which I'm super pumped about. So I do, like, when we talk about anomalies that happen in markets, let's look at this. So last quarter in December, they say all the pieces came together for Apple, and it posted its biggest quarter ever. Sales soared 21% to $111.4 billion, over $8 billion over the consensus, whatever. I don't care about that. That's a tough act to follow. Guys, I look at it going, so what if they don't beat what if they don't beat it? It doesn't mean that Apple's not a good company or Apple's slowing down or something like that. The point is, like, anomalies happen. Just because you have an insane run up, because we were going into Christmas time, people had extra money that they had. If they don't beat this insane sales number, that means that Apple should take some kind of punishment, or Apple, we know that their sales are declining or something like that. I mean, come on, grow up. Just think a little bit. It's a tough act to follow. It's the biggest quarter ever. What do you expect them to do? Post another biggest quarter ever? And if they don't do that every single quarter, then there's something wrong and Apple's facing tough times. A little more common sense and everything's going to be okay. But unfortunately, it's more uncommon sense than it is called common sense. So the street consensus expects sales up $77 billion. That's up 32% quarter over quarter from the previous year. So what I'm looking at is, where were we? Here we go. For one, the street will be looking for signs of sales and surge of Macs and iPads. So I look at it saying that with Macs and iPads, I think that, I mean, they're coming out with new products. That new 24-inch Mac is pretty sweet. I like that they came out with different colors. I mean, I wouldn't buy it, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that would buy it. The iPad is just incredible. They have this cool keyboard that is out. I mean, they are doing things that are innovating. And then when you go and look at their iPhone. So last year with the iPhone 12, they came out with it was 5G capable. There's basically no 5G around. So I don't think that was a huge selling point for Apple, just because of the timing of stuff that aligned with Verizon and AT&T and T-Mobile. I don't know if they're doing 5G. I guess they said they are. T-Mobile, to me, can barely figure out 3G. But I think that the next cycle of iPhones, maybe the iPhone 13 or whatever they're going to call it, I think that's going to be the one that is going to be the quote-unquote super cycle for Apple. The iPhone 12 was the first iPhone since the iPhone 3G that I did not get, because it was nothing compared to the iPhone 11. What is this thing? 11 Pro Max or something like that. It didn't do anything for me. The 5G thing was the only difference. I'm not a big camera guy, so that was it. I think that the next iPhone is going to be the one that's going to crush sales for Apple, because people do understand that aspect. All right, I want to talk about this ALKS trade. So as you know, I was golfing in Kiowa Island in South Carolina. We were walking down the Ocean Course, which is the PGA Championship is there in a couple of weeks. And all of a sudden, my phone starts blowing up from my minions in the Bid and Ask Nation about this ALKS. It was on our watch list, and everything was going very well with it as far as the trend moving through the sweet spot, this and that. And of course, I'm on vacation, literally walking down a golf course with one of the worst caddies I've ever had in my entire life. And all of a sudden, they show me everything. So I pull it up on my chart, and I see that we have this going on right here. And at the moment, we had a little bit of an engulfing candlestick. Let me show you. We're coming through the sweet spot nicely. We had great volume coming in on it. Our daily stochastic was over 80%. We were over all of our major moving averages, and we were just moving up like this. So the candle was probably like that at the time. I was very happy with that engulfment. So I decided to buy in right here, and I sent a note to the Bid and Ask Nation, and I said, guys, we are going to be I'm going to be buying a full position on ALKS, and I am going to exit this position when it's going to be early, because maybe earnings are today. Nick, if you're in this, you can let me know if earnings are today. I think they're today. And I said, we're going to get in and pretty much get out. We grabbed it around 22. I think we sold it around 23, 22.90, something like that. We were in and out of that thing within 90 minutes, walking down a golf course, and we made a quick 2%. So the point of me telling you this is, everybody in that chat knows what they are doing. Yeah, earnings are today. Everyone in that chat knows what they're doing, because I was not paying attention to my phone. I was not paying attention to that chart, anything like that. These guys brought it to my attention. I looked at it. I confirmed it. We did a group trade, and within 90 minutes, we made a quick 2%. We were in and out. Now, yesterday, we got a little bit, it bumped up a little bit, didn't really go over. The reason I sold it is I saw this resistance point right here. I knew that we were not going to get through $23, and basically the chart is telling me $23 is the problem. So let's go over here and look at ALKS. And today, ALKS is right now at 22.15, down 1.5%. Point is, guys, people in the Bid and Ask Nation know what the hell they're doing. And even when I'm on vacation, I am paying attention to that chat, and I am paying attention to us making money. Ended up 4%. Sweet. People are... I had people... Yeah, I mean, this is great. So if you want to try out the Bid and Ask Nation, join it. It's worth it. If that's not a sales pitch, I don't know what is. We have 27 spots left right now at this current price. Price is going up from here. And that's it. So guys in the Bid and Ask Nation, great trade. Great catch. We will go on and find the next one. I think, well, I don't know what's next. I have a lot of time to spend on my computer today, so we're going to do that. And yeah, let's see. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Do you think Amazon will beat like Google did? I mean, I don't see why Amazon wouldn't beat. I mean, if they don't, they're crushing everything right now. Let's see here. Earnings today, yeah. If you could buy a new iPhone, okay. Excuse me. Instructions unclear, short Apple. Oh, God. Kevin, I'm not going to answer that in here. I'll answer it outside. Guys, I want you to... So I talk about the Fed a lot. This woman is one of my favorite people in the whole world, Danielle DiMartino Booth. She was the president of the Dallas Fed, and now she started her own little think tank over there in Texas. But this is a great book. It's called Fed Up, An Insider's Take on Why the Fed is Bad for America. This is a phenomenal book. She's a great writer. She's pretty much on Fox Business every single day on Stuart Varney's show in some capacity. But this is a great book, Fed Up, Danielle DiMartino Booth. She has an awesome interview on YouTube with... what's his name? Patrick Bet David, or David Bet Patrick, or whatever his name is. It's a great long interview with her. I think she was on the Joe Rogan podcast too. Well, that wasn't a very stimulating conversation because Joe Rogan's a moron. But besides that, it was pretty good. So that is that. What time is it? 3:20. All right, 9:23. If you guys give me some stocks, I will go ahead and maybe check some out for you. VIV, Telefone Brazil. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know what this is. Okay. Well, this is an IPO, so I'm not a big fan. That's really all I have to say about that one is IPO, no bueno. But let's check out Viacom. I'm interested to see what Viacom is doing since their Archegos group kind of shut them down. Oh, okay. So they're just kind of sitting. They moved down to that support area, coming off the bottom. Might be something to take a look at, guys. Might be something to take a look at. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, these things are flying in. Pets. What's pet? Oh, pet meds. Oh, I remember I looked at this with Phoenix. Speaking of Phoenix, where has Phoenix been? Boy, oh boy. Yeah, this is just a pure consolidation of a stock, just kind of consolidating in its little area, not really doing too much. Yikes. This thing is beat down. The reason that I did not like pets from a value play perspective was, guys, smash the like button for me, please. Let's get this thing well over 100 this morning. We have 227 watching. The reason I didn't like pets, interesting business model. They basically are an online what do you call it? Drug service for animals. It sounds fine. It sounds all well and good, but drugs are different for animals than they are for humans. So if I go to a vet office, not that I have a dog, but if I had a dog or cat or whatever, and the person told me that I could go ahead and buy a drug, whatever it is, say my dog needs, I don't know, flea medication. If I could buy it for $15, I don't know how much these things cost, or I can go to Pet Meds and order it online and get it shipped to my house and get it 3 days later, this and that for $10. I'm going to spend the $15, and I think most people are going to go ahead and spend that $15 to walk out of the veterinary office with it. So that was my concern with Pet Meds. How are they going to penetrate into all of these veterinary offices in a competent way? And I just didn't see the path to success. And I think that just unless you're a veterinarian, maybe we do it. If there's some veterinarians in the Bid and Ask Nation, let me know. I'd be interested to know, just not even from an investment standpoint. I just want to know from I'm curious standpoint. Yeah, that's that. So let's see. Net. Llewellyn wants net. All right, it's moving nicely. Let's see what we got here. Let's look at the long term. Stock has had some interesting movement lately. So I like that your major moving averages. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think there's better options out there, but this seems like Cloudflare. I feel like isn't Cloudflare one of those hype-ish kind of stocks? It can move on news. Can you try to find this one? Will explode. Quim. I don't even know what that means. Crown Castle versus Tower. I don't know what that means either. What do I think about Intel? Vets make a good percent. Exactly. That Captain Carr, that's exactly. I just randomly went to a veterinarian's office and I stopped in and I was like, hey, I don't have a dog or anything, but I'm just asking, you make a lot of money off of your drugs? And he was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, we make a lot of money off of our drugs. So, M1 Gunner, tell me, you guys make a lot of money off your drugs? And I don't think the people are going to be using Pet Meds. That's the moral of the story. Amazon right now is trying to do their whole Amazon pharmacy thing. I think it'll blow up in the next couple of years just because you got to get people to know about it. I knew about it early on, but I'm a tech geek, so I was pretty excited for it. But of course, they don't deliver to my area. They deliver to Florida though, so I had my dad call himself a prescription using it, and it worked. It was pretty sweet. I liked it. DQ, is that like Dairy Queen? Intel, yikes. Intel's doing the typical Intel thing, gapping down and moving around. Could you search it? I'm not searching that. Who dislikes me? Probably Stock Mo and Kathy Wood. DQ. Let's see here. All right, not looking bad. Who asked me this question? I'm a veteran, not a veteran. Whoops, I read that wrong. DQ, Cam. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, Cam, put that in the Bid and Ask Nation chat, and I'll give you my opinion on it. I think it's might have some potential. Could you search it? AKHI, what do you think about Intel? Oh, you know what? What was the stock that I wanted to look at? Hold on a second. ADS. ADS. All right, ADS. Let's see this run that they've had over the last 2 years. Oh, interesting. Okay. They have had quite the 2 years. Obviously, those of you that know, this is our 50% rule. So we have our top, we have our bottom, and we have this overhang area. So let's see here. Just like that. You know, those of you in the Bid and Ask Nation, I think you might like this one. Why don't we throw this in there, and you guys tell me what you think about it. What time is it? Okay, it's almost 9:30. I want to see where this Bid and Ask difference goes in a couple seconds, but I'd like to this is something I want the Bid and Ask Nation to watch, and I have my reason for it, but I'm going to keep it close to my chest. Alrighty. Well, guys, all right. I think I'm going to be done for today. You guys have a great day. BJ's or Cisco. Oh, that's a random one. I thought it said Costco. So we'll be back tomorrow for the morning show. Let's see what else. I'm interested to see what Apple's going to do tonight. Of course, that's going to be a big one. Actually, let's see who's reporting earnings tonight before I get out of here. Stock twits. Let's see here. Apple. Oh my goodness, this is a big day. Okay, I didn't even realize this. Apple, Facebook, Boeing, Ford, Shopify, Qualcomm, Teladoc, Spotify, MGM, Tiva, eBay, SiriusXM, Grubhub. What else we got here? Yum Brands, that's a big one. Oh, Discovery reports. Were they reported already? Six Flags. I'm sure that's doing just wonderful because everybody's going to whatever you call them. Oh, that Oshkosh company that everybody thought was the greatest thing since sliced bread is going. Wingstop. I think they got pretty good wings. All right, guys. You have a great day. I'm going to go. I will see you tomorrow morning, and we'll do some more stocks, and we'll do some more news. You guys are the best. Thanks for your support. Join the Bid and Ask Nation. Talk to me this afternoon. Let's get it going. Peace.